Hi, this is Frida's Face and Body Art, and I just painted a snake a little while ago, and now I'm going to paint a rose. And I'm going to put kind of a rose shape right here on the apple of my cheek. And I have a way where I mix two colors together. Often I will mix sort of a complementary color, two complementary colors together. And the reason I do that is they kind of soften and mute each other just a little bit. Sometimes our palettes are just like really bright, almost artificial, but I will take it down. And I call it antiquing. So I have a cake here that is a brown, orange, yellow, and white. And then I have one that is more of a burgundy, plum, purple to white. I'm gonna mix those two colors together and see what I end up with. I haven't done it until just now. I do this kind of stuff all the time, but I haven't tried these two particular split cakes together. But what I want to do first is load up a good amount of this purple. Just get that nice and loaded, and I'm using a 5/8 long angle by Marcela Bustamante. This is the Blazing brush, and I want to get a nice good load. What's important to me is that I get as much white as I can. I want the colors on the bottom, but as much white as I can, and I need it to flow. You don't want a brush that's too dry, especially not for roses. You also don't want a drippy paint, so it's getting that consistency just right. And I want a nice saturated color, which means I have to do quite a bit of loading to get that right. So now that I have my purple loaded, I'm going to give it a few little swipes into this orange yellow cake. And I'm going to be going back and forth between these two colors a little bit until I feel like I have a mixture that I like. Now, I haven't used this orange yet, so it's taking a bit more water to hydrate. I just lost my mirrors. I have to go get it. So it's taking a little bit more water to hydrate. But I'm still loading. I want to get this nice soft mixture of colors here on my brush. All right, let's try that and see how it goes. And this is what I call painting antique roses. So I'm going to come in here at the apple of my cheek. And what happens when you mix complementary colors together is that they start to kind of become a gray. So I'm getting these muted tones inside this rose right there. I'm going to go in on the back end of my brush, put in a little bit of more color in the center there, and then I tap it out with a finger. I don't need a ton of color in there, but I'm doing it a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna go pick up more purple for the inside here of this rose. And let's see, still feeling a little bit wet. I'm gonna do some rose buds, and the way I do that is I lay it down at an angle and I have them meet. And these are just like the little tiny spray rose buds. They have not leafed out yet. And then let's do another one right here. But I'll do, this one has a little bit more action going on. All right, this is now dry. I can come in and do a rosebud on the inside. I'm gonna come in, do a little bit more. I have a little bit more yellow on this brush now, so that gives me a little bit more variation. And a few swipes in that purple, I think. All right. That looks good enough for me, I think. I'm gonna take this brush and I'm not even gonna clean it. I think I'm wiping the excess off on a paper towel, but then I'm gonna go into this green cake right away. I'm leaving the purple that's on this brush and I'm going into a green. Same thing. What's gonna happen is that purple and green are both secondary colors. So they are gonna kind of work in the same way. In that green, I'm using, what is this one called? Secret Garden. It's a fusion cake. I believe it's is it a Leanne cake? Might be a Leanne, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna come in and lay down some branches that are coming off right here. I like and I'm basically just kind of working straight and laying in a few sort of directional angles here. And I'm gonna do some leaves off of that. A lot of times I will just kind of lay down my brush and do these little flicks to create leaves. I want to back here. These leaves are getting in shadow from that flower, so make sure that your darker green is underneath that flower because that would be in shadow. These colors, when they blend like this, are so pretty and to me look so much more natural than when you're just using that bright, maybe pink cake. Pink can mix with green because green and pink are complementary colors. So that to me, gorgeous. A little bit of glitter. You're not gonna need a whole lot, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna pick up some of this burgundy and I mix it with some of my green. That's gonna give me a muted, I'm not doing a thorough mixing, but I got this little swirl, luck swirl. At the bottom of these buds, put in, that's the bottom of the bud that sits right here. You can put that in. And then it's just these little shapes that go around the flower. And I have now mixed burgundy into my green. So I'm getting a green that's almost, it feels like a dark gray, almost black, but it's not. And then maybe a few little wispies here and there. Don't want to do too much because I like this loose look quite a bit. I don't feel the need to come in with too many flourishes, especially not on myself because I have a hard time seeing what's happening. I'll put in a little bit more of a stem. Now I'm just really kind of only because I'm doing it on myself and I'm having a hard time seeing. You know. But those are just a nice little flower garden on your face. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.